Hello, is this on? You there? Hi, yes, I would like to know if we really needed the interview to know that the royal family was racist. Hi, my loves, your raven lady girl from around the way. We have culture, conversation, and community, and I am back with some commentary about the interview that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry did with Oprah that aired on CBS yesterday. Well, my wonderful sweet babies, I am just so surprised at this fake outrage following the interview. Like most, I was curious to know what the interview was going to entail since the palace took it upon themselves to release a statement weeks before the interview even aired, which obviously piqued my interest and my antennas, okay? To say this, I'm not a fan of the royals. I don't follow the royals. Hell, I don't even drink Crown Royal. Girl, let me stop. So my knowledge of like the history, the tradition, the protocols, all of those things are limited. I only just recently became a teeny weeny bit interested in the royal family once I started watching the Netflix series The Crown. It's on Netflix, and admittedly I was just looking for something to binge watch as I was installing my crochet locks. Boom. I'm really kind of naturally a documentary girl, but since, you know, it was lightly loosely based on history, I figured why the hell not. And to my surprise, I really like it. Y'all should check it out, for real. It's good. Good casting, you know, good imagery. It's the bop. Anyways, back on track. I knew just based on the average White Walker, okay, that they were going to take problem and take issue with Meghan without me reading any British tabloids, without me knowing anything other than the history of White Walkers, okay? Although Meghan isn't black like this, okay, because let's be honest, I didn't know she was mixed race. I saw her on Suits and wrote her off as, you know, a white woman, a White Walker, a pretty white girl, albeit, but you know, a white girl nonetheless. I didn't think much about her race at all, is the point that I'm trying to make, until she got with Prince Harry. Then, you know, it was black girl this and black girl that. Fast forward to today, here we are interviewing with Oprah. Not just interviewing, but interviewing about the abuse that she endured at the hands of her White Walker in-laws. Because that's just what they are, right? They're her in-laws. These are White Walkers, white people who happen to be royal family. And honestly, like, in my American ignorance, if you can call it that, who made them royal? That's just what I want to know. But in the vein of what constitutes them as royals, which again is off subject. Girl, my ADHD, she's showing off today. I'm sorry, y'all. Most of the British monarch are descendants of Germany. I mean, like, do I need to go any further or no? So again, why are we surprised that Meghan is being treated horribly again? Let's be real for a moment. I honestly think Meghan is really kind of shocked by her treatment because she's passable. I mean, like, what? And hear me out on this. Hear me out on this, y'all. How they treated her was horrific. My heart goes out to her, honestly. You could feel her sadness just seeping out of the interview. Honestly, for real. It was really sad and it was hard to watch. It was triggering. As a black person, it was triggering, y'all. This is not something that I wanted to watch on my Sunday night before I started my Monday because it was violent. It was aggressive. Some of the things hearing it come from, you know, her and her perspective and just how emotional she was. You can tell she was fighting back so many emotions, right? It was just something in her tone that made me think that she was really shocked by these White Walkers. And if you're black and you identify as black and you have identifying features as a black person, sis, we not that shocked by what White Walkers are doing these days, okay? It's safe to say that you've experienced, okay, the White Walkers that Meghan is speaking of. At some point, maybe they weren't royal, but you've experienced them. You know them. I just think that Meghan thought that her passable features and her California charm would be enough to win them over. And maybe not even win them over. Let's just say be cordial, right? Because let's just keep it real. One, she's an American. Two, she doesn't have the same pedigree. And three, she's black, y'all. But she's not really black. She's mixed race because there's a distinction, okay? Point blank period, Queen Elizabeth wasn't having it, and we are not surprised. I'm not surprised. Are you surprised, girl? Because I'm not. I really don't think that her race has been a major issue, a major point of contention in her life. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm not speaking as the authority of the black experience. I'm not. I am just, as a black woman, taken aback by her shock, by her level of shock from these White Walkers. Like, it don't even make sense. I'm not following the logic. It's not adding up to me. She may have had the passable, you know, mixed race girl experience, but certainly not the black girl experience. Maybe she was the girl that had all the white friends and said, oh, Meghan, you're not like those type of black people. You get what I'm saying? Like, she's giving me very much because she was just so, y'all watch the interview and see what I'm talking about. She definitely missed the mark, girl, okay? Because I know what it's hitting for, and you know what it's hitting for. What's up? And y'all, this does not negate the way that they treated her. Okay, let me just say that again. This is a safe space for cultural conversations, for real. And if it takes me, okay, your local neighborhood-friendly black girl, to speak to some things, then let's do it. In the words of Paul Mooney, okay, Meghan Markle is having what you call a nigga wake-up call. Most major black celebrities have them, okay? Think Dave Chappelle, O.J. Simpson. But the difference is, hers is a bit more sensitive because she's a woman. She's a caring woman. She's a loving woman. She's a pregnant woman, one in love with a man who loves her in a public relationship clouded by historically racist people. And really what I think the most triggering topic is the fact that someone in the royal family, which Oprah already came out to say that it wasn't Prince Charles's grandmother, grandfather, you know, Queen Elizabeth and her husband. And the major issue is the fact that they were saying that they were concerned or afraid of how dark her baby, now who is Archie's, skin would be. And I'm just not moved by that. I'm just really not moved by that, and I'll tell you the reasons why. I can see how it's triggering to the virgin ear, but if you've been around, if you've been walking around with black skin and you understand, you know the room, and you can understand the politics of it all, then you know what's up. Conversations like this are happening every day, period. Okay? In every hood, in every city, in every suburb, there is a white woman, a Spanish woman, an Asian woman, pregnant by a black man that dons their precious BBC, and they are secretly harboring these feelings like, oh, I hope that, you know, my child doesn't come out as dark, or my child doesn't have wide nostrils, or my child doesn't have his kinky hair. I go so far as to say there's some black men that's hoping for the same thing, like, oh, I hope this baby don't come out with my mama's nose and my daddy's hair. So, like, it's not tea. It's not giving any new information that we didn't already know. Y'all acting like there wasn't just a whole movement, a whole thread on TikTok with white women showing their biracial mixed race children talking about, oh, I thought I was going to get this and my child ended up like this. This is a very, very real thing. I think what's a little bit funny to me is the fact that she's already mixed race. Harry is white. That means that baby would be considered a, what white supremacists would call a quadroon. Quadroon means a person that has 1/4 of black ancestry. The word is definitely offensive. I wouldn't go around saying, oh, I learned a new word, quadroon. It's offensive, kind of like mulatto. Okay, good, like mulatto. So if Meghan is the mulatto, Harry is white, they have offspring, which will be Archie. Archie would be the quadroon, okay? So think like Michael and Ashley Darby off of Real Housewives of Potomac and their baby. Okay, girl, this is getting messy. Let me stop. Y'all get what I'm saying though, okay? So that to me is just saying it doesn't matter that you don't even physically look black. The mere thought that you know, and you and I know, no matter what you look like, no matter what the baby looks like, I'm not dealing with y'all because of that. I'm not even going to protect that child because the blood, its lineage. But here's the kicker though. We all know that human race, the mankind in general, starts from Africa, sis. Why y'all so mad? And then it just goes back to this ignorant concept. It's people right now, you have somebody in your context right now that's pregnant by somebody of color who is hoping and wishing, oh, my child doesn't have my dark skin, or whatever the case may be. This is a very real thing. This is very common in the hood. Okay, this is why, you know, females date certain type of dudes. This is why dudes date certain type of chicks, but so that their offspring cannot look black or not look ethnic. This is not new, y'all. Don't be so wearing your heart on the sleeves and getting all in, you know, your panties in a bunch over something we've been new. It's not news. What's making it news What's really jarring, okay, let me calm down, girl. What's really jarring about it is the fact that this interview really feels like a tell-all. We think that because they're white royals, we think that because they're royals that they're not White Walkers. And what the royals just said, no, we royals, y'all, by whatever standard, but we still some White Walkers. Pretty much. Oprah was doing an excellent job leading that conversation, allowing spaces for Meghan to talk, coaching her through it, being respectful. Meghan came fearless. She was fearless, okay? I know that Prince Harry's father came out and said that he was kind of, really floored at Prince Harry's comments, saying that, he felt like, his father dropped the ball. But girl, please, we ain't trying to hear that. We already know, thanks to our homegirl Meghan, letting us know that they already do cover up stories, that they already lying to the tabloids in the public. So we ain't even trying to hear what he's giving. I applaud Meghan for getting in front of the world and telling us her experience, and not being silenced, and not being afraid to tell her story, although we know that the exploitative media outlets are going to drag her and come up with their own narrative. She took the bull by its horns and said, this is what really happened, okay? I applaud Harry for standing by her side and standing, doing what's best for his family, using his voice against ignorance, okay? And not just leaving her out there to dry like his father did Princess Diana, period. In conclusion, this interview wasn't for black people. Okay, it wasn't for you and I. We know what's up. It's to bring attention and awareness to people who don't know what it's sitting for. Because honestly, you and I knew. We knew. Now, the rest of the world is finding out. That's all I got for it. I ain't gonna put too much on it because this video will be long and y'all know I'll get silly and goofy, so I'm not even gonna do it. I want to know what y'all think in the comment section below. I'm here, I'm curious. Comment down below because I lurk in my comments. I'm a lurker, okay? As always, I'm sending you much love and much light, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.